Welcome back to Ozarks, Fox AM, Governor. Was that terrible?
No.
That was horrible. Mariah's judging me. Evangel University Theater Department is presenting a production of the Broadway classic My Fair Lady, April 11th through the 13th. Joining us now are three of the stars of the show. John Spence as Professor Henry Higgins. I like to say that like that. Mariah Murish, is that correct?
Yes.
Murish as Eliza Doolittle. Oh, look at that. I'm getting better as we go. And Cole, say your last name.
It's Stecker.
Stecker as Colonel Pickering. I'm so glad you're here. I love My Fair Lady. It's a classic show. Now, Mariah, you're taking on the iconic Eliza Doolittle role.
Yes.
Tell us about the show.
Yes, so the story is about Eliza Doolittle, and she's just kind of a scrappy girl who works selling flowers on the streets of London. And so she's kind of in this world of stuck just selling flowers, and she wants to be something more. So when she meets Henry Higgins, he gives her the opportunity to learn to actually speak well and to speak better than the Cockney accent that she's been using. And so she just can't pass up that opportunity to transform into a young lady.
Now, I was joking because I tried to do the Cockney accent, introing. If somebody's not familiar with what that is, can you kind of let the viewers know what does that sound like and why does she want to change her speech pattern?
Yes, so the Cockney accent in this time of 1912, which is when the show is played, it's kind of reserved for the poorer people, and like I said, she works on the streets and lives on the streets, and so it's kind of more gruff sounding, I suppose, if I would say, like, just see white Henry Higgins, like that.
Oh, that was so much better than mine.
No.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That was so
Yes.
good. And now playing Henry Higgins, I have to say it like that because when I majored in theater in college as well, and when you go in with that, getting rid of the H's as part of the Cockney accent, how is it portraying that role and working with this Evangel cast?
So Henry Higgins is much more of a, he's not a very fun-loving guy. His life is all about correct speech, proper diction, and when he meets Eliza, he makes a bet with Colonel Pickering that he can portray her as an upper class, even a duchess. And he believes strongly that the reason that the classes are separated is simply because people have different ways of speaking, and if they can learn to speak properly, everyone can overcome their station in life, essentially. So he is pretty tough on Eliza. He's not a very kind person, but he's very driven, and he believes that he can turn her into basically a queen.
So he started off with a bet, but he's helping her, though.
Yes.
He is helping her in life in that time period.
Yes.
Tell me about your role. I love Pickering. One of the funniest characters in the show.
Yeah, he's an interesting figure because he's not quite there to teach her so much as he is to just kind of encourage her. And so he acts as a good counterbalance to Higgins' abrasive nature because he's just an older gentleman who's kind of there because he wants her to succeed. And so he's there to kind of drink tea the whole time and just kind of say, oh, you can do it. So.
You're the cheerleader.
Yeah.
Now, I just say, it's funny you said he's just an old guy. You look so young. Do you have to do special makeup for the show then to make you look a little older?
Yeah. They're definitely going to have to age me up because then it would just be kind of really confusing.
Right. So. Okay, I do want to go around just really quickly. Tell me your favorite song in the show. Favorite song in the show?
I would say my favorite song in the show is the Ascot Gavotte, which is the song where all the wealthiest people in society go to the horse races. And it's just so funny because they're all singing about how excited they are while barely moving at all. And so it's hilarious.
Those
and
rich
I love
people.
That scene.
That's how they act. They're so excited, but they don't move. No facial expressions.
I love A Hymn to Him, which is where Higgins is basically just going on an anti-woman rant, and he doesn't realize it is, and it's so ironic because the whole show is about empowering a woman, and he spends the whole song just tearing her down, and tearing down women in general, and it's played very much like it's clear that he's at fault, but he has no clue.
No clue. So in denial. Then, of course, what about Eliza?
Yes, one of my favorite songs is Loverly, which is actually the first song of the show. And that's where Eliza sings with all of her Cockney friends about her dreams.
Could I put you on the spot? Could you just sing a line or two?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes.
All right, I'm so excited.
Okay. All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air, with one enormous chair I would, and it'd be lovely.
Oh, that was so good! you did that lovely.
Thank you.
That was a lovely performance. So the production is coming up April 11th through 13th, correct?
Yes, and also March 28th through the 30th.
I missed those
Yes.
dates, so 2 different weekends, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
If somebody wants tickets, what's the best way to get them?
Yes, so you can go to Evangel University Theater on Facebook, and we have a link there to buy tickets,
Mm-hmm.
or you can go to the Evangel University website, and then there's a tab for theater, and then the link for tickets is right there.
How big is the cast?
About 40 people?
Yeah.
40 people?
I would say.
That is going to be an amazing show. I cannot wait. You have to get tickets right now. The information is on your screen. My Fair Lady, the Evangel Theater production. I'm so excited I got to meet you guys. I was going to try to end this with a Cockney accent, but I feel so inferior now to you, Mariah. You do such a great job. It's going to be an amazing show. And by the way, our confidence coach, Lyra Springer, is the choreographer of the show. So a big shout out to Lyra Springer. We love her. So coming up, we're going to play another round of Are You Smarter Than George? Don't go anywhere. Ozarks Fox AM. We'll be right back. Governor. I had to throw in the governor a little bit. Thanks, you guys, so much.